Alright, so what is up, fellow YouTubers? My name is Mike, this is the MDH Automotive channel, and as always, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. It's evening time. I'm out in my shop. I've been spending a little bit more time in the evenings out in my shop just because during the day when my wife's at work, I'm on baby duty, so I don't get a chance to get out here, and I don't get a chance to do stuff to the cars, clean them up, dust them off, little projects and things like that, and I don't get a chance to do the vlogs and the video that I want to do. So got to try to sneak that in the evenings right now. My wife has been gracious enough, and I appreciate her for letting me come out here and spend a few hours in the shop every evening and do the things that I want to do. Not that I have to do, but that I want to do. So I thought this would be a good opportunity, kind of catch you guys up to date on what's going on with the shop, what's going on with cars coming in, going out, projects, things like that. So yeah, let's get started. First things first, I do want to thank everybody for the push that I've gotten here lately. If you remember, if you didn't catch the video, but a couple videos back, I was talking about how really close to 1,000 subscribers. I was like 60 away. I'm now like 20 away from 1,000 subscribers. I'm really trying to push to get there. Like I said, I'm about 20 away. But like I said, 1,000 subscribers, and you guys will see a Delorean on this channel. I promise you that. So yeah, get me there. Another 20 subscribers. If you could help me out, just give me that push to get me there. I really greatly appreciate it. And you guys will be seeing a Delorean on the channel. That much I promise you. Okay, so the first update is going to be on the Chevelle. If you guys notice or follow or whatever, but I got some new rims for the Chevelle. I put some rallies on it instead of the American Racings. Now, I posted a picture on Instagram of the vehicle with the American Racing wheels that were on it before and the rallies, and I asked everybody what their opinion was, and it was unanimous, definitely the rallies. I definitely agree. I think they look great on the car, and I'm really glad that I got them. Little story behind that. A few videos back I did talk about this, but I went over to Pleasanton. Guy had five rallies like this for sale, and he wanted 850 bucks for them. So I went over and looked at them. They're in good shape, tires are in good shape, everything like that. So I said, okay, you know what, I'll give you 700 for them. And he said no, he wanted to wait and see if he got a better offer, but he would probably take my offer, and that he comes over into my area all the time. So hey, if he takes my offer, he'll let me know and he'll bring him to me, no problem. So I wait for about a week. I don't hear from him. I hit him up. He says, no, I got a better offer right now. The highest offer I've got 760 bucks. I said, okay, you know what, if you'll bring him to me, I'll give you 800 for him. We'll just call it good. He says, okay, no problem. I'm gonna take him off. I'll see you next week. We'll make plans. I'll come over. I don't hear anything from him. I wait about a week. I hit him up again, say, hey, are we still doing this? He says, yeah, I've been sick, but a deal's a deal, and you know, I'll make plans with you. We'll get together and it'll happen next week. Just remind me. And the whole remind me part just kind of set with me wrong, because I just feel like if I'm buying something from you, or if I'm paying you to provide a service for me or work for me or what have you, in my opinion, I shouldn't have to remind you. You know, the money and the financial gain should be motivation enough. So I didn't hit him up. I just left it alone. Didn't hear anything from him. Just so happens a buddy of mine has a 69 Camaro. He had these rallies on there. He had bought new rims for it. These rims were just sitting in his garage, and asked me if he wanted to sell them. He said sure. Ended up working out great, saved me a little bit of money, and I think they look great on the car. They're offset, they're 7s in front, 8s in back, and I couldn't be happier with them. So that actually ended up working out well, and I still haven't heard from the guy with the rims that he was supposed to deliver them to me. GTO, nothing really to report on it. Took it to a show. As you guys may remember, it did great, ran great. I was very pleased, very impressed with it. So far so good. I'm enjoying the car. I'm happy. It was worth the wait, so that's a good thing. The Impala, I don't know if you can kind of see, but the paint is nice and shiny, much shinier than it was before. My buddy Jesus, who does auto detailing, you can follow him on Instagram, auto detailing 2099. Really good guy, does really good work. I had him out. I've had him do a few vehicles, and he did just a really good job on this. I'm very impressed. I was actually thinking about painting it, and I mean, it's still old paint and it's not great, but it shines very nicely. It looks good from a distance, and I'm very pleased with it. So saved me the money and the expense and time and everything like that of painting the car. And yeah, I still have Fidel. Fidel's a really great auto detailer. He does a really good job, and Fidel is very reasonable in his prices, and I will still have him over and do a vehicle every now and then. But what I like about Jesus is Jesus can come out and spend all day on my vehicles. You know, Fidel works 8 to 5. I mean, he's got other responsibilities, he's got a family, so he's really limited to maybe 1 or 2 nights a week at best. So you know, I understand that completely, and he's got his responsibilities. So I'm definitely going to keep Fidel busy. I'll definitely give him some more work, but I'm going to keep Jesus busy too. I've definitely got some more vehicles I want him to do in the shop. Moving on to the Camaro behind me. The Camaro, it's having a couple of issues. The ignition's going to have to be replaced, so that vehicle is going to go over to the shop, and the trunk, the trunk locking mechanism is not working, so have Eddie replace those. And I think this thing needs a little bit of tweaking on the tune. I have noticed that when I am sitting there and I rev the vehicle up and it idles back down, it will die almost every time. And I was running it the other day, I was kind of getting into it and stepping into it and everything like that, and I noticed that it was pulling really nice and strong, and then it would just like fall short, like it was starving for fuel. Could be a fuel filter, could be a fuel pump, could be the air fuel mixture is not right up on top at higher RPMs. I don't know, I'm not really sure, but I'm going to take it over, see if Eddie can kind of tweak with it. This does have the Holley electronic fuel injection on it, so you know, it's basically got the little scan screen on there that you can play around with everything. So I'm going to see if maybe Eddie can play around with it. I was going to have the guy Brandon that used to own this car come and do a little tweaking on it, and he said that he would, but last time I texted him I didn't hear anything from him, so I don't know if he got busy or if he just doesn't want to or what. I'm not really sure. So either way, I'll get it taken care of, and then this car needs to go for interior because I do want to get some interior work done to it, and that'll probably be about it for that car. As far as vehicles that are not in the shop right now, the Trans Am had a lifter tick, so I went over to the workshop. It's been there for about a week. Eddie's replacing all the lifters. It should be back probably tomorrow, and then I'll take the Camaro over to him. So that's being taken care of. The Gremlin, I have no idea. I haven't even checked on it. The 41 Ford, it was supposed to be done a couple of weeks ago. I haven't heard anything from Mike. I'm assuming everything's okay. Like, no news is good news. And like I said, I'm not in any big hurry for it, but last I heard he was waiting on parts, so we'll see what happens. Last but not least, as you guys know, I'm sure if you watch the videos, if you haven't, I'll just catch you up. The C6 Z06 was sold to an individual. You know, I think I gave him a good deal on the car for what it was. I feel comfortable with the deal. He's very happy with it. He and I have talked several times since he bought it, so it ended up working out. Nothing against that car. It was a great car. It was a lot of fun. Still best bang for the buck Corvette out there. I don't know, for me, I just didn't get any more excited about it than I did the C5, and in some ways I kind of like the C5 better. I don't know why. C6 has got the wider fenders and the wider tires and really looks mean and beastly and sounds good, but I don't know, I think I like the C5. You know, given the choice between the C5 and the C6, I like the C5 a little bit better. And of course C7 is still my #1 Corvette as far as that goes, but even above that is the C2, and I did talk before in the last video or video before about maybe a C2. It might be a possibility of getting a C2 Corvette, which is definitely a bucket list car for me. Problem is, they're very expensive, and in order to do that, I would have to sell off at least 2, maybe 3 vehicles in order to make it work. And I just don't know if I'm ready to get rid of 3 vehicles. Maybe 2 I could see doing, but 3, I don't know if I'm ready to do that. I'm thinking a C2 Corvette might have to be on hold for a little bit. So really right now, at this moment, it's between a C4, a 92 Corvette that's actually very close by. It's a 6-speed manual, of course, LT1 motor. It's got aftermarket rims. It's red, black interior. It's really a nice looking car. It's a one-owner car, basically been in the family since new. 85,000 original miles. You know, the price isn't bad, so I'm considering that one, but there is a C5 Z06. 2003. Miles are good on it, but it is a salvage title. That's the only thing that makes me a little nervous. I know it's not as big of a deal as it used to be, but of course that definitely hurts the value. So I haven't went to look at the C5 yet. I haven't looked at either one of them for that matter, but I definitely would rather have a Z06, definitely a C5 over a C4, but you know, there's about a $5,000, $4,000 or $5,000 price difference depending on what kind of deal I can negotiate on either one. So I'm kind of teetering right now. I think I might go look at 1 or 2 of them this weekend just to see, but give me your opinions. Comment down below. What do you think? C4? I mean, definitely cool cars, or C5 Z06, you know, given everything I just shared with you. And with that, I think everything is caught up. Still got to do videos on this car, the Buick, so that's going to be coming. I'll try to maybe get into that this weekend if I have some time. Like I said, my time's a little bit more limited when I'm doing videos, but still got this one, the 41 Ford, when it comes back, but that's going to be a little ways down the road. And once we hit 1,000 subscribers, Delorean, so just keep thinking that. So yeah, definitely like, share, subscribe. Instagram PO box will be in the description down below. God bless, take care, have an absolutely amazing day.